This is the e-portfolio for the breath group worksheet. Adults change speech breathing behavior depending on the length of upcoming utterances. Utterance length is typically longer for reading than during monologue. This occurs because while we read, there's no need to think about what we're going to say next. When there is spontaneous speech, we pause more often because we have to think about what we're going to say next. Higher subglottal pressure is required to produce loud speech. In order to maintain loud speech over longer utterances, a speaker must either initiate speech with a larger lung volume or shorten the utterances. During our lab activity, I read a passage in my regular voice and my partner recorded how many breath groups I had. When I read the passage in my regular voice, I took 23 breaths. When I read the passage again in a loud voice, I took 30 breaths. When I did a monologue describing a library, I took 26 breaths, and when I did it again in a loud voice, I took 34 breaths because I had to continuously stop to think about what I was going to say next. Now I'm going to read the passage that I read, and it is called the Rainbow Passage. When the sunlight strikes raindrops in the air, they act as a prism and form a rainbow. The rainbow is a division of white light into many beautiful colors. These take shape of a long round arc with its path high above and its two ends apparently beyond the horizon. There is, according to legend, a boiling pot of gold at one end. People look, but no one ever finds it. When a man is looking for something beyond his reach, his friends say he is looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Throughout the centuries, people have explained the rainbow in various ways. Some have accepted it as a miracle without physical explanation. To the Hebrews, it was a token that there will be normal universal floods. The Greeks used to imagine that it was a sign from the gods to foretell war or heavy rain. The Norsemen considered the rain as a bridge over which the gods passed from earth to their home in the sky. Others have tried to explain the phenomenon physically. Aristotle thought that the rainbow was caused by a reflection of the sun's rays by the rain. Since the physicists have found that it is not a reflection but a refraction of the raindrops which causes the rainbows, many complicated ideas about the rain have been formed. The difference in the rainbow depends considerably upon the size of the drops, and the width of the colored band increases as the size of the drops increases. The actual primary rainbow observed is said to be the effect of the superimposition of a number of bows. If the red of the second bow falls upon the green of the first, the result is to give a bow with a normally wide yellow band. Since red and green light, when mixed, form yellow, this is a very common type of bow, one showing mainly red and yellow with little or no green or blue. And if you counted how many breaths I took, you would have noticed that I took between 20 to 30 breaths.